Greetings everyone, I'm Hamster, and I have a Danish friend as a guest because I am not very creative and I want to get this video done. You can introduce yourself if you want to.
Is that really necessary?
Oh, fine. Random Danish dude, okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear he has a Danish accent. I don't even know I'm from Denmark. Just, yeah, deal with it.
Is it really that distinguished? You know, the Danish accent?
Yes, it's very distinguished actually. The Swedish is worse, but if that's if you ask me.
I don't think I've actually ever heard a Swedish talk English.
I have in... Oh, well, then I should probably link you some video, some of Knorr's earlier stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. Let's play this game.
Yes, so we got some delicious weapon choices here. Some people chose this and that, and...
I see this video is clearly for speed readers.
No, I've already showed it off.
Oh.
In an earlier video. What I do is I show off the weapons, explain a little bit about the setups, and then I let people vote. So some people, one person wanted the bow gun. Couple of people did want the sword and shield, so I'll be using the sword and shield. As I've stated before, the sword and shield. Here's a quick review. You sleep bomb the monsters. Monsters take more damage by the first attack they get when they get hit while they're asleep. So this is why bombs are really fun to do. So let's get this train wreck started. I hate gravios. I hate gravios. I hate gravios. I hate gravios.
Now the first thing that strikes me here is actually... That doesn't look much like a sword to me at all. More like a giant fish hook.
Yeah, it's made for a fish monster, I think.
We're not actually fighting a fish monster this time,
nope.
are we?
Nope, we're fighting gravios.
Yeah, that doesn't look much like a fish I would want to eat at least.
Tasty fish. You just need what? Might be thinking of high rank, but purple sharpness to beat through its hide. That's right. You probably never really seen. Well, yeah, you probably never seen purple sharpness before, so yeah.
Is that
purple sharpness is like the sharpness you get in endgame weapons, more or less.
Yeah, and since this is training missions, I suppose we get average gear at best.
It's decent gear. I can't complain about it. You get a really good sword and shield.
So this fish hook is actually a good sword
for sleeping. Yeah.
Oh, so this is a sleep weapon.
Yeah.
Ah.
The only part I can really attack is his chest.
Which doesn't look like it's going very well for you hit points.
No, it never does. It's just because I get greedy. I shouldn't be attacking that much, to be honest.
If you don't attack, there's no real way to take it down.
No, what I mean is I should... I shouldn't... Here's my problem with Monster Hunter. I button mash. And the game registers...
I think he's like doing this ceremonial dance, just turning around and around.
Yeah. Spin me right round, baby. Right round, right round.
Yeah, I wish everybody would have said that.
Oh, you got me. You know, I'm gonna...
I think that means he can mate with you
No.
now.
Boxer Brown don't make... No. Boxer Brown gets her shotgun out, and then there's blaxploitation.
Now that looks dangerous.
Yep. I live on the edge.
Oh, that's good. I'll get the edge. I mean, I saw at least 2 pixels between you and me.
Yeah. I've been in it worse. Yep. He's asleep. And here's the downside of not playing with game audio. Not playing with game audio means I can't hear when the music stops when you sleep. I don't think I placed those bombs correctly.
Did it look like that?
No. Because supply barrel bombs does more damage than the large barrel bombs. It's only the first barrel bomb that hits that does the extra bonus damage.
Well, if they blow up at the same time,
it's 3 separate bombs. The closest bomb is the one that's closer to the hitbox first, so that's how it calculates.
Ah, I guess that makes sense.
Ow. Fire. Fire bad. Fire indeed hot. Quote Futurama.
He doesn't strike me as that bad an enemy, really, compared to other things I've seen. I mean, he's fairly slow, has a so far pretty repetitive pattern that seems rather easy to...
Right until you fight the high rank version of him when he gets more attacks.
That did look painful.
Yeah. See, it's the... Wow, we'll spam the red clouds today. See, the white Gravios does not spam red clouds very often. But apparently today it's Red Cloud Day and there's a fire sale on. Literally, yes. But it's the black Gravios, which is a subbreed. This game has subbreeds, which the Tri does not. Play with the Tri. But yeah, Black Gravios is a jerk. He spams the red clouds over and over.
So this is the nice guy, the guy that sets you on fire.
No, this is the guy who sleeps you most of the time and doesn't set you on fire. And I'd rather be slept than be set on fire. Ah.
You should watch out for his mating dance there.
No, he's not. He's not doing anything, but he is hip checking me. The hip check is bullshit. That much I will say. And there's a sleep cloud. Oh, damn it, I got too close. Well,
looks like the end of this attempt.
Oh, wait, no. Hitboxes! Hitboxes!
How did you take that little damage from that?
Because I got hit by the hitbox of his head. It's really...
Really?
Oh,
again?
damn it. I don't know what's wrong with me today.
That was just pathetic, man.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
At least he let you off the hook this time without the big bad breath.
Oh, off the hook! Man!
Well, yeah, he's doing his little dance again.
Yeah. That's basically a godsend if he's doing the tail whip. Because I'd rather get hit by the tail whip than the beam, let's be honest.
Sure, but it seems like you can at least avoid the beam.
Yeah, but if the beam will one-shot me, more or less, so I don't like the beam. You know what? I should probably get some potions from there. Could you get the door?
Oh yeah,
so,
I'll be right back.
Yeah. But the whole... The door thing, yeah. I can't speak. Chimney sweep, yes! So the door needs to be opened, and since I'm doing this... No. Yes, I was gonna say no do-overs. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Huzzah! Internet Let's Plays stuff. Yep. Place the bomb here. Nothing too exciting. And there we go. Boom! And the dog's going berserk in the background. I'm sorry about that. You know, clean that up in post. Probably not. Awesome. You just missed exciting sleep action. Wow, this is gonna be a really good commentary. By really good commentary, I mean absolutely atrocious because you have the dog bark in the background, the door being knocked on, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, there wasn't anyone interested.
No, just the chimney sweep. Well, I knew the chimney sweep was coming. I already told you that.
Doesn't make it any more exciting though.
Sure it does. You know what I'm gonna do?
So, does he actually have anything you can chop off?
His tail.
Okay,
and
only if you had a better weapon.
Yeah. You can also get, well, actually, that's what the longsword set is for. This longsword.
So longsword is sharp enough to actually...
Yeah, basically, once you get your spirit combo maxed out, then you get extra sharpness. It's just
he really looks like he ate some chili or something.
Nah, just heartburn. Ho-ho! Terrible. Somebody shoot me.
I would if I could. Sadly, you're the one in control right now.
Come on. There we go.
That's just not the time for that.
No, it really isn't, but I might as well get as much sleep in as possible. Which is almost not.
Have you even gotten one hit in there?
No, I got some. Some mostly bounced, though. Just,
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. The thing you might have gotten more out of just placing bombs.
I want to wait until he sleeps before he performs. There's 2 more breaks, which is his chest. You can get 2 breaks on his chest, and that's what you should be aiming for, because once the chest breaks open, he takes more damage. And
overall, or
just on the chest area, but also you acquire less sharpness on the chest.
Oh yeah, definitely be a plus.
If you get 2 chest breaks, you do times 30 damage. That's a lot.
That is actually quite a bit, yeah.
And here's the thing.
You might want to
Yeah,
stop participating in the...
I was trying to dodge away! I was trying to dodge away, I swear! You know what I should be doing with the sword and shield that I always forget that I can do?
Block?
No, the blocking is terrible with sword and shield. I would block on certain emergencies if I can. But no, I was thinking, what's it called? I can take my shield out and use an item without taking my weapon away.
Oh yeah.
I keep forgetting I can do that. It's really handy. It's just something... Since I'm not a pro sword user... no, I'm not going to go for Infinite Greed. Infinite Greed is better.
This would be the time to do.
No, I mean, as in, he might have done a beam, and then I got hit, and Infinite Greed punishes me. Oh man, best commentary ever. I quickly checked. I don't think that's been picked up. Either way, I can just cut off. Maybe I can edit it out. The background noise.
Well, let's hope so. It would be.
People will live.
Well, they've listened to you so far. A chimney sweep in the background can hardly be a bad thing.
Yeah, why not? Chimney sweeps are great. See, now I remember to do them just because I've been talking about it.
Yeah, right now.
Wait, why did I pick that away? What I wanted to do is place this trap. Delicious, delicious trap. Yeah, I'm kind of ashamed how bad I'm doing with the sword and shield.
Yeah, well, at least he gave you the time.
The last time I did the sword and shield run, I did it nearly perfect. I had all of my potions. Hold on, it's stuck. I had nearly all my potions, and I had all my traps still. And I don't know, it's just written really well. I really got hit.
Well, that's hardly the case this time.
No. This time I'm just dying for it. But then again, I'm used to practicing all kind of, mostly lance weaponry against Gravios.
Yeah, I imagine that would be quite a lot easier, really.
No.
Really?
No, you need the, he has a lot of unblockable attacks. All those clouds he's been doing, unblockable. His beam, unblockable.
Oh, so yeah.
So you're kind of rooted to the ground.
Yeah.
So you need his armor to be able to block these things, which is bullshit. So you need the to fight the monster with unblockable attacks to get the armor so you can block unblockable attacks.
Yeah, that in itself is kind of a weird statement.
Yeah. It's actually really annoying. There's other monsters that have unblockable attacks.
You take damage every time he steps on it.
That's because he trips me over. That's what monsters do. Hitboxes. Yup, get away. That's better. Much better.
So
I wonder if he's dead.
he seems pretty like a pretty heavy flyer, really. I mean, he has the wings.
There we go. Yeah, he doesn't fly to get to new areas when he's running away. He burrows.
That was considerably faster than I thought you'd actually.
Well, it's train missions.
Dragonite ore. Is that actually good?
Well, I don't get to keep it. It's for the point score.
Ah, oh yeah, right. It's a training match.
Exactly. That's why I was kind of upset when we've been playing Try Together, when we did the split screen thing.
Oh, yeah.
When we just got potions from monsters, and I was like, oh, that's bullshit. Where's my points? Because you'd get points from the monsters, and then you'd get better rewards.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That annoyed me.
Well, at least the potions were useful for it.
Yeah. Well, especially
you can actually break the tail off now while...
No, you can't.
He has to be alive.
Yeah. One thing I can do, I don't know how to make it. Yes, Shadow Box. It actually counts as attacks, it's an emote.
You just attack his tail.
Yes, with an emote. It's great!
Yeah, I saw the blood splatter.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't have any armor, which is the...
That's just the graphical effect when you hit something. It doesn't bounce. Ooh, coins, tickets, nothing.
Do you actually get to keep those items?
Yeah, of course.
So there is some merit to actually doing this.
And I can understand why they give me such a low multiplier point, because the Sword and Shield is actually a really good setup against Gravios.
Yeah,
especially after sleep.
You wouldn't know from seeing how you just played.
No, at least I didn't die. Last time when I did a practice run in front of you.
Let's just not bring that up right now, for your sake.
Well, yeah, why not? I have to show off weapons anyways. So this is going to be the last normal training mission. After that, we have the special training missions. This is G-rank training. I don't think I'll be doing that.
Why not?
Because people are complaining I'm not at try yet. That's why. So
Oh, so you're just speeding this up.
well, it's just the same monsters, only harder in training missions.
Yeah, actually, that make me wonder, why would you go with these again if you've already shown how to beat them?
Well, I've showed them how to beat gun lance, you know. And besides, training missions are completely different because they give you...
So for everyone who really likes large fishing hooks out there, this was for you.
Yeah. This is big bass fishing monster hunter style.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not sure that really qualifies as a bass, though.
Oh, maybe.
More like a winged piranha or something.
Maybe.
With a bad breath.
So, next mission's Kieran, and let's take a look at this sword and shield.
Yeah, Kieran, I've been looking forward to that. You've mentioned that quite often.
Yeah. I don't want to fight Kieran. I hate Kieran. Actually, I've gotten half decent at fighting Kieran. I still get hit a lot, though. But at least I can get through the fights.
So let me get this straight again. It's a tiny deer
It's a...
on ADHD syndrome.
Yeah.
Spazzing around the entire map.
Shooting lightnings. Sounds
fun.
So I got another setup where I get some sleep knives and some bombs, so I can sleep them and then use some bombs. That's pretty nice.
He's very quick, right?
Oh yeah, he's a little.
Is the sword and shield a good idea then to use?
I thought it was pretty alright when I did this.
I mean, I can understand the quick hits, but wouldn't it be better to have like a large weapon and hit a single hit and then
not necessarily, not necessarily, because at least this you're swift and mobile on your feet and you can quickly dodge out.
I suppose that's a merit.
Yeah, you can get a lot of quick hits in.
True, but if you know the pattern, you might actually benefit more from getting, the big, heavy attacks.
Yeah, well, definitely. But sword and shield is more of a support weapon, or an elemental weapon, or a status-affecting weapon.
Yeah,
again, more support than anything.
But I seem to remember you mentioning status effects not being that great on this guy.
No. I mean, maybe if you have sleep, yeah, that'd be good. Sleep and bombing.
But this weapon is what?
So here's the equipment setup. You get some damage recovery speed +2, so your red recovery bar or hit point bar when you take damage recovers ludicrously fast with this. So it's actually very useful. You get a large attack boost. The downside is hunger high, so I'll lose my stamina ridiculously fast. And fake duration 2, twice as long KO'd if I get KO'd. So there's a downside to it.
So you're basically Wolverine.
Yeah. So the downs, it's not that good of a weapon.
What weapon is it? An elemental weapon?
No, it's just raw damage with a lot of.
Why does it shine red then?
Shine red.
Yeah, the icon. It's red. All the armor is with a white icon, while the...
Oh, well, that's just the rarity of the weapon, like,
and
the grade of the weapon, like, these are low-level stuff, and this is higher-level stuff.
So everyone who's been following you so far would know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe not, actually. I don't think I've ever explained it now. I've ever mentioned it. So, this is pretty boring setup with this longsword. I get some potions and good stuff, but at least I get to see the fro, let's be honest here. The fro is great.
The throw?
The fro.
Fro.
Afro.
Oh no.
I love the afro. So, Reckless Abandon +2. I get more critical. I get lots of critical.
Wait, Reckless Abandon. So whenever you hit, you do...
I just get more percentage chance to critical. Let's see. I get 30 affinity.
But whenever it says reckless like that, I'm trying to believe that it actually also has a downside to it.
Mm-hmm. So the good thing about this weapon is
blue sharpness.
Blue sharpness on a low rank Kelby means I can actually chop into Kelby without too many problems, without bouncing. I think though I need to get my spirit gauge bar filled up all the way before I can do that. But that's kind of the upside of the longsword here. That it gets some extra defense, but the extra defense is not going to do too much against all the lightning.
Oh yeah, I suppose the whole recovery from before, it doesn't matter either if you're gonna get one shot anyway.
No, you don't get one shot by Kieran. He does a lot of small hits on you with his lightning. So, so with this, I get a supply max potion, which will fill my health bar up to 150. You know, increase it to the maximum, even if it's not. Even if I only have 100 health, then I get a gigantic bar. So it's really great. It's a power juice, meaning I will not run out of stamina. I have infinite stamina for
You've got
5
3
minutes.
of them.
Each of these are 5 minutes.
Well, that should suffice.
Yeah, definitely. You get some potions.
But it still seems like a boring setup. I mean, no, I don't see any traps or bombs or anything.
Well, you can pick up the traps and the bombs in the arena.
Oh.
Yeah, in this game they actually give you some bombs and traps that you can pick up in the arena, whereas the other game there's just potions.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense then.
This is a really good setup because I get evade +2. I don't remember if it's more invincibility frames or yeah, it's actually more invincibility frames because there'll also be evade distance +2.
Oh, yeah. What's the adrenaline then? You have more.
The adrenaline is
more stamina.
No, it is if my health bar is low, I get more defense and more attack. So if I want to live on the edge, I let myself get almost killed, and then from there on, it's just don't ever get hit.
So if you're a real pro at this and want to set a record time, you go take a hit to the face.
Yeah, definitely. That's actually a setup that all the pro people use for a lot of monster fights. Just get Reckless Abandon +2, Feline Heroics, which is like Reckless Abandon, it's just more insane, and you can only have 10 points of health or less.
Now that's just...
And then you have these two stacked up. Then you take Mega Demon Drugs, and then you are a beast. You will murder anything.
Provided you don't get hit for the last 8 hit points.
Yeah. So this hammer is kind of boring because it's raw damage. Though with Kieran, he's pretty much immune to all elements but fire.
Yeah, that always struck me as weird. Why would we ever consider sharpness on a hammer? I mean, I thought the whole point was to crush someone's skull.
It's so it doesn't bounce. But it doesn't have very much green sharpness, and basically you burn through that green sharpness pretty quickly.
Sure, but even then, I mean, you don't exactly use anything with the hammer to break through things.
No, but it's just a game mechanic.
Yeah, I suppose.
Still, I mean, Climax Potion.
A hammer would be useful if you like add a knife to it, so you get like the heaviness from the hammer,
yeah,
and then the knife plunging in very deep.
Well, I guess you get that with the crystals that are sticking out everywhere.
Oh yeah, true. It provided that pointy at least.
So pretty much the same, more or less the same setup as last, only no infinite stamina drinks. So here's what I get: minus 20 defense. But defense isn't going to be too exciting.
Wait, ESP?
ESP
We're doing psychic now.
ESP does so I never bounce on any monster. It's really great.
Wait, so this is actually ignoring sharpness, you just never bounce.
I never bounce. I still need to fix my weapon because sharpness also increases damage.
Oh yeah, true.
But I get sharpening skill increased, so it's just, you remember that, just one.
Yeah.
And then you're done.
Pretty much just grin. And flick your stone, and suddenly you have sharp weapon.
Yeah, and then sharpness gives me...
It's sharp sword.
Yeah, basically it takes longer for me to run out of sharpness.
So this guy basically just never bounces, no matter
Never
what.
bounces, always have sharpness, and if you really need to sharpen your weapon, it only doesn't take very long. The downside is it's lance. It's a lance. It's Kieran again with a... I think people remember seeing me with the gun lance. At least with the lance I had a little bit more mobility, but...
Well, that depends. How does the lance handle in this? I mean, do you point like straight forward or like in this upward motion?
Well, I think I can only attack him with the straightforward stab, not the diagonal stab, because he's so small.
Now that proves a problem.
But here's the interesting thing.
Fire attribute.
Yes, Kieran is weak to fire, but Kieran is weak to pretty much immune to all elements but fire.
Sure, but let me then ask you. That says fire attribute 160. If he's weak, does that mean an attack of, what, twice that?
No, it just means he actually takes damage from it. If he's not weak to it, he just takes no damage. Or barely any damage.
Fair enough. Now the question I was trying to push here is, the attack here is just under 400.
That's par for the course when it comes to lances, because you have all the protection.
while the hammer, for instance, had over 600.
Yeah. Basically, hammer and greatsword.
But adding the fire damage to that, would that mean this lance actually does more damage?
I would say it's comparable. I wouldn't say that it deals more damage. The lance deals less damage, but you have a lot quicker attacks. Like you could do 3 quick stabs.
But with the added fire, then we're actually talking something similar to a hammer attack with each short stab.
Yeah.
That would actually...
Well, maybe not a hammer attack with each short stab. Let's be realistic here. The hammer is ridiculous. The hammer is completely broken. And here comes my least favorite setup.
But that would be what I would be playing.
The bowgun is absolutely dreadful against Kieran, because good luck ever aiming. So you get normal shots, and plus bowguns are really bad in this game.
Yeah, I believe you've mentioned that quite a few times.
So you get normal shot 2, pellet shot, which is the... Pellet shot is, like, fighting Kieran, if you're not using pellet shot, you're doing something wrong. It's the only time and reason you should ever use pellet shot is fighting Kieran in this game. Otherwise, it's just ignore pellet shot.
Wait, so this basically just hits a large area?
You can actually hit both hitboxes with pellet shot, because the hitboxes are so small and close to each other. But it's just more the fact that Kieran is all over the place, and it's pretty much a shotgun spray. And you're actually gonna be able to hit Kieran, whereas the other one.
What if you get it all up on close with the pellet shot and hit? Do it like hit?
Well, all gun, all ranged attacks does more damage when you get closer to them. The bow is different because it has a sweet spot where if you stand at the right spot, then you do the most damage. But with the bow gun, the closer you stand, if you stand point blank fire, they're gonna do more damage. Your shots are gonna do more damage.
Sure, but is the pellet more useful at that range as a shotgun?
I'd say you probably need to take a few steps back to hit all the hitboxes, though. Because if you're too close, you're only going to hit one hitbox. Now, whenever you say small, I'm kind of imagining something character-sized, but it doesn't... Something character-sized, actually, yeah. He is actually just character-sized. Comparably character-sized, yes. It is pretty much a deer. Well, that sounds like something I wouldn't expect to hit me back with lightning. It's a deer if it were a unicorn that shot lightning, basically. So basically we're crushing hopes and dreams here. Yes. I like this already. Yeah. So Reckless Abandon. Reckless Abandon, again, more critical, always nice. But and Pellet anything but the... It gives a higher percentage chance to critical. Critical is 25% more damage. And that is all Reckless Abandon does. Then there's the pellet damage up, so yeah, they're pretty much telling you use pellet shots against Kieran and win. And it doesn't sound like a bad setup, really, but I suppose you do have a point with the... here's the bad part of the setup. Slow reload, moderate recoil, which does screw me over, and since it's a heavy bowgun, I can barely move. I move very slowly. Also, that attack seems horrifyingly low. No, it's kind of a low-ranked bowgun, too. It's rarity 3 and it's white, so yeah. So I get Affinity plus 10, I think with the added, I think it's about 20-30% chance to critical with the armor setup on top of that, something like that. So it's a good amount. So I guess people will vote whatever you want to see me die with. What do you think? Just as a tiebreaker vote in case. I would love to see you do this with a bowgun. Just to be a bastard too. Fuck, I hate that weapon. Alright, you've heard it here. I'll catch you next time. You probably won't though. Later!